The returning champs are back to spread the wealth for yet another great cause. One donated item, Lights Out Lidge. I'm Melissa Grimsley. TV2 News shows you that and more. That's next. They're one of the hottest fashion accessories on the market, and get this, it won't break the bank. I'm Melissa Grimsley. If you don't know, TV2 News puts you in the know. Well, there was some confusion as to where President Obama would be making his stop in the Lehigh Valley. The final word, Schnecksville. Here at L-Tri-C, he's kicking off the first of his White House to Main Street tours. You may have made your New Year's resolution, but how are you keeping up with it? I'm Melissa Grimsley. TV2 News breaks a sweat next. They've been in training for weeks, and now they're putting exercise to the test. Schnecksville Elementary hosts their annual turkey trot. Here's who's crossing the finish line. We're told not to do it and know that we probably shouldn't. Still, many of us are guilty of chatting it up behind the wheel, but not for long. Soon getting caught could cost you a hefty fine. 15 restaurants showcase some of their finest cuisines in the core of downtown Allentown. Here, the Brewworks teamed up with Muhlenberg students to satisfy their appetites and a thirst for the media field. How did everyone kind of come together for this particular event?
So this was a public relations class, and there were 25 students in the class. 23 of them were seniors, and we thought we might have a campaign. And the students threw some ideas out. One of them was this idea of a 15 below 15th Street. They did it all.
Not only did they do it all, they did so outstandingly. The idea is to expose students to newfound dining while getting a hands-on approach in the public relations industry. This is the mastermind behind this whole event here, right? Tell me a little bit about the planning that went into this.
The planning was relatively simple. We basically established a committee for media relations. That group was then set under me to kind of figure out how to basically establish a relationship with the media.
Their hard work most definitely paid off. We have a wonderful crowd here. Is there enough food to support all of these kids?
Just knowing college kids, they seem to eat a little bit more than you would think, but each vendor was prepared to bring 400 samples. I think we have a little bit over than 400 people here, but I'm sure nobody will go hungry.
While some took a seat, others stood to experience all this city's dining has to offer.
It's an undiscovered gem of the Lehigh Valley. The culinary experiences that you can find down here in Allentown.
It's said Muhlenberg students have been living in a bubble on campus, and now it's safe to say that that bubble has been popped. Iron Pigs Charities presents their most popular benefit of the year. The Phillies Caravan is back for a third time with yet another all-star lineup.
I think the lineup was great. To have Charlie Manuel, who's as popular as anybody right now in all of Philadelphia and really eastern Pennsylvania, to have Brian Schneider, the local guy who's done good and come home. Those two names are great for us. And of course, Ricky Batalico got his real big thrust in his broadcasting career as an Iron Pigs color guy on the TV network in 2008. So good to see him as well. And of course, Andy Tracy and Greg Gross.
It especially meant something for backup catcher Brian Schneider. Joining the Phillies this season, it was the first time the Northampton native was honored near his hometown.
He was a guy that we pinpointed, and in doing that, I feel like with Carlos Ruiz and Brian Schneider, I feel like we got the two best catchers in the National League.
It's more to see a lot of friends and family that I haven't seen in a long time, and it's pretty cool because at the same time, you're getting to raise a lot of money for some good causes.
Providing educational and recreational opportunities, Iron Pigs Charities strives for children in the greater Lehigh Valley area. This Major League Baseball team couldn't be prouder of their AAA affiliate.
I know how valuable that this franchise is to the Phillies. The better team we can put in here, the more success you'll have, and I think that's coming.
Raising $45,000 last year, this auction held high hopes.
My favorite? The Harry Callis autographed baseball in a shadow box with a real nice tribute to, who was a guy who was a legendary broadcaster. I'm sure that'll fetch a couple $100. Well, you can see the impact of the Phillies winning at dinners like this, at banquets like this, the Phillies Caravan. Obviously the success.
That's what's got Philadelphia buzzing right now. That's what's got all of our fans liking us, and people are happy. And it all comes down to winning. That's what winning does for you. Winning cures everything, and winning definitely promotes happiness.
It sure does for Philadelphia and beyond its city's walls. Taking us to the World Series 2 years in a row, I had to ask, what are the odds of making it a third?
I think there's a good chance that you go see us in the World Series. That's what our goal is. That's our ultimate goal.
At DeSales University inside Valera Hall, I'm Melissa Grimsley, TV2 News.